Community Bot Match number 2. This is Season 1, match number 2. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of cool stuff going on here. We got ourselves a heck of a match, I might say. 15 civs on dock for today. We're going to have 4 city-states in there. I didn't even put it up to a vote, but we'll throw them in there. Why not? It led to some funny things after last time. The Ireland civ. Poutine's representative faffing about. I'm going to be having our Portuguese nuclear submarine acting as our observer, of course. Map types, continents plus, map size small, domination. We got max turns. We're going to set it to 180. This game will go a little bit quicker because there are less civs on the battlefield. We have all of our civs in the game here. A lot of, what do you call this? Warm colors? Yeah. A lot of warm colors, a lot of, Oh, did the Civ 1 music actually sound like this? Hey, fair enough, there you go. I guess so, right? Based on the age, it would have been like just kind of MIDI files. Oh, that's okay, that's a wee bit loud now. That's fine. Music good. Primary colors, like reds? A lot of reds? I mean, I guess there's a little bit of purples, and but many different tints of red. And oh, look at this, just 5 red-ish colored civs in a row here. But we have everything that we have ready to go. Complete kills, auto-reserve, max turns 180, domination only, suppressor pop-ups, quick movement. We're going to turn off quick combat eventually once shit starts hitting the fan for everybody. 4 city-states, continents plus. Let's begin the match. Let's get it going. Start the game. Let's meet our civs. Hey, Let's meet our civs. King Kamehameha. The first of Polynesia, represented in this game. He was king of Hawaii, but that's fine. It's the Polynesian whole archipelago there. This is Clumsy Golem's representative for match number 2, Figurehead of Interest. People we actually think are interesting. Little fun fact about him. Kamehameha the First has a state holiday in Hawaii named Kamehameha Day on June 11th. Representing Nelson on the field, our very own Manuel Noriega of Panama. Dictator. Military leader, espionage expert of Panama. He was actually created in the Civ 5 modder event. There was an event called Dark Days of just very cruel or malicious or dark leaders in history. Noriega was one of those civs from that event. Manuel Noriega sued Activision in 2014 for having his likeness featured in Call of Duty Black Ops 2 without his permission, but the case was dismissed. I don't remember that, to be fair. I played through Black Ops 2, I don't remember that at all. Representing myself, hence why we're wearing this kind of a shirt today. I was going to get an eye patch, but I forgot to get one. Hannibal Barca of Carthage. Look at that, look at that, look at that man, look at that legend. Fun fact about Hannibal is that he crossed the Alps. No, something better. Hannibal caused so much fear throughout Rome that the phrase, Hannibal is at the gates, has been used even after the Second Punic War to scare Roman children. The Elephant Man, that's right. Oh, he's got things to say. Representing Arcolt on the field. That guy, the guy with the green text in the chat. Harold Bluetooth of Denmark in this game. Fun fact about him, I bet you know it. Harold Bluetooth inspired the symbol for Bluetooth devices being H and B in runic symbols. Representing Jomez 95 on the field today. A really, really cool pick. Saladin of the Ayyubid dynasty. Sultan of Egypt and Syria. This freaking guy, man, defended against 3 crusades. It's like several leaders came and went during the days of the crusades, and he just stood firm, stuck around, saw all these leaders, and still Saladin remains. Fun fact about Saladin. He kept control of Jerusalem in peace terms against fellow match 2 leader Richard I during the Third Crusade. So that's a little interesting, is that after Jared gave me his leader, I did some research, like, oh shit, like him and Saladin like straight up like knew each other. Same time period, there you go. That's pretty neat. Representing... Is that more fire sound effect? Representing our very own Patrick, Cool Cucumber 32, is Boleslav I of Poland. I believe he was a duke and he was a king. Boleslav I, aka Boleslav the Brave, wielded a sword that ended up becoming called, pronouncing Polish words, Scyzobiec. Scyzobiec, I believe. Scyzobiec, whatever. That, according to legend, was a sword that became chipped by hitting against the golden gates of Kiev. Привет! Representing our very own Itzy on the field today. This was a surprise pick. I didn't think she would pull this one out of her cheeks, but there it is. Is Catherine II, aka Catherine the Great of Russia. This is vanilla Russia in this game. I don't know. I was quite surprised that she threw this one out. Apparently, friends of hers thought she was, or people that recently met her thought that she was Russian. Saw who she ended up. So she just knew Catherine the Great. She's like, yeah. Catherine the Great denied a British request for 20,000 Russian troops to help put down the rebellion in their American colonies, and a second request to pressure France into abandoning support of the Americans. So, in a way, Catherine the Great sort of let the Americans exist in some aspect. Representing Brad, Super Nintendo Chalmers on the field. Eric Thorvaldson, aka Eric the Red. Thanks, Kathy. Yeah. He doesn't have anything to say there, as you can tell. That's fine, don't worry about him. Aka Eric the Red is said to have returned to Iceland with stories of Greenland, calling it that because it would attract more people due to a more favorable name. Oh, but you're not going to call it Iceland too. That's terrible. Why would people want to go there? You call it Greenland. Wow, it's green? Nice. Representing... Who is this? Games for Life Gamer. On the field. Iceland too, yeah. Tundra I like Tundra Boogaloo. That sounds cool. You're gonna have to forgive me on pronunciation of Chinese names here. Ying Zheng, known later as Qin Shi Huang, commissioned the Terracotta Army. Now we know who made it, who commissioned it. There you go. The first emperor of China. Representing Jared, Protect Baby Yoda in the chat. I don't know if we're gonna see him today because he does work like an evening type shift. Edward the Lionheart of England is believed to have popularized the tradition of decorating eggs for Easter in the year 1290. Representing Duryu in the chat. This is actually a cool pick. I was doing some research going through the stuff, and she's actually pretty cool. I like her history. Seondeok of Silla, which was a region of Korea, China stuff there. Also really like the colors, the kind of like that plum color there, and like the turquoise. What would you call that in the sheet there? What color would that be? Seondeok had built the, pardon my language, Cheomseongdae, or Stargazing Tower, which was considered the first dedicated observatory in the Far East and still stands in modern-day Gyeongju, South Korea. Read up on her, chat, if you like to do some Wikipedia reading. She's got some cool stuff. Representing our very own incubus, Marcus Aurelius of look at all the detail in his hair. Holy cannoli. Looks like a clay model. Marcus Aurelius of Rome. Marcus Aurelius was known as the last of the, quote, 5 good emperors and the last emperor of the Pax Romana, or Peace of Rome. Name that video game. We got ourselves another vanilla civ representing Poutine on the field. Potentially someone much more, land grabby, aggressive, better at decision making potentially than his Irish civ there. Genghis Khan of Mongolia, pardon me. Born Temujin was said to have enacted environmental conservation laws, such as protecting hunting grounds during breeding seasons or preventing the washing of clothing in flowing waters. People doing smart laundry, we owe it up to over our pal Temujin over here. Representing Falconix in the chat. With a very nice color scheme there. Yaroslav the Wise of the Kievan Ruses? I know there's an apostrophe there, but is it Rus? The Ruses? The Kievan Ruses. Yaroslav the Wise defeated his brother Sviatopolk the Accursed to become the Grand Prince of Kiev in 1019. And our last civ for today, representing Austin 825 on the field, President Barack Obama. Certainly the most modern civ of the match. One of the most modern civs probably on the workshop for the most part. Barack Obama. Little fun facts about Barack Obama. He was in high school when Star Wars A New Hope was in theaters. And there you go. There is our 15 civs for today, friends. And our city-states today, a little special shout out to them as well, of course, is Quebec City, Belgrade, Minsk, and Jerusalem. Oh god, Jerusalem's here? Oh Jesus, we're solid in comparison. We also have, the viewers have voted, the people have voted. We have a mod in play today. And there's one right here, for example. Bam! Volcanoes are on the map. For a small map such as this, there are going to be 2 to 3 land volcanoes and 4 to 6 water volcanoes. How it works is the water volcanoes, you can't see them on the map because they're underwater, but you will know if one erupts. Because shortly after its eruption, you'll see some like coral spawn somewhere and a volcanic island tile spawn. So somewhere nearby, you'll occasionally see coral, which counts as a luxury resource, and a volcanic island spawn. And there is also going to be, if you sail over a erupting underwater volcano, you will take damage, if not straight up die. So, you won't be able to see them, but if someone happens to sail over them, there will be consequences. As for the land-based volcanoes, which there's one over here. Ooh. In fact, the Polish have started right beside it. That could be dangerous. And looks like there's only going to be 2 volcanoes on the land today. Yeah, there's one over there. Yeah, it looks like only 2. So periodically, they may erupt, they may never erupt. But if they do, they will start ravaging the lands around them for about 5 to 7 turns or so. And at the end of it, they will leave volcanic soil around the tiles that they have erupted. And then one of those tiles will have an obsidian luxury resource available to be mined via stoneworks. So volcanoes, as you may expect, they exist. Could be a problem. Volcanic winter sewer event? Not quite, but I'm glad you brought that up because I did see a mod that introduces like seasons through the world. That could be kind of cool. So we're playing on large continents plus, or continents plus. We have 2 large continents here. As you can tell, big ocean in between them. But a very small ocean over here. On the coast to coast. So one coast is very close to... Oh, you can see the underwater volcanoes, look. Volcano Coast, right there. There's a volcano tile right there. I never actually noticed them underwater, but you can see them. There you go. There is a sound effect that plays. It's like an eruption or an explosion sound effect. You will be able to hear it if a volcano goes off. So, yeah. So a short coast over here and a very long, long ocean over here. We already have our nuclear submarine spectator device around. And good news, everybody! Oops. The graph works! Yay! So this is good. This is really cool to see. This is fun. It's a lot easier to see who's friendly with each other and so on and so forth. Everyone's going to be, of course, on neutral with me because I had to meet them for different reasons. But, let's press that next turn button and let's begin the game. As everyone starts settling their civs. Welcome into match number 2, everybody. I'm very excited. Get your little predictions out there. What do you think? What do you think's gonna... Who may or may not come out on top for this game? This continent is very busy already. How many civs are on here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus a relatively isolated volcano. You predict that Harold will have a large navy. Alright. Let's move over to the other... Oh, wow, what is this spawn? Rome and the Chin. 1 tile apart from their spawn. That could get messy early. Pat's Polish. Over here. Very brave, settling... They got a river, but very brave, settling near a volcano. That could be a pickle, of course. England is landlocked there. Kiev and Rus are landlocked. Poland's landlocked. Rome is landlocked at the moment. Jane are landlocked at the moment. Who's this? Oh, the Mongolians. They got sea access. The Americans are landlocked. Panama's got sea access. There's Denmark up here in the very, very northeast. They do have the sea. They do have sea access available and a river. Saladin's up here in the desert. He actually has bonuses to desert things. You can always check the abilities if you do !civ in the chat, which will bring up the very pretty sheet that we have there. And our city-states, Belgrade over here, Jerusalem, Minsk, and Quebec City all have their own little mini island chains, I guess. If anyone wants to meet them, they're gonna have to sail over to them. Little shout outs to our city-states who have chosen to participate with us today.